It's been 10 years now since the mass school shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut. The conversation around guns and schools continues across the country. And here at home, Governor Mike DeWine has unveiled training requirements for school staff members to be armed on school grounds. Tatiana Cash talked with education leaders and law enforcement about this new development.
Melissa, now when I reached out to the Ohio Federation of Teachers as well as the Toledo Federation of Teachers, both told me their main focus this legislative season was less on this bill of arming school staff and more on the education legislation. And in talking with the Wood County Sheriff, he says this bill is actually necessary to help school boards protect their districts.
Ideally, multiple law enforcement officers in every school building, but who's going to pay for that? I mean, that'd be a huge expense for schools to do that. So that's why the school boards are elected, and they get to decide what's best for their district.
Wood County Sheriff Mark Vosselishin says it's a matter of cost, priority, and most importantly, safety. He says Ohio's House Bill 99 lets the schools decide how they want to protect their students.
That school board needs to decide what's best for their school. And even when you talk to the schools, it's not that they're going to say, well, every teacher that wants to can carry. They're going to have their own internal processes and applications of why should I let this teacher carry? What are they bringing to the table?
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced the Ohio School Safety Center's Armed School Staff Essential Training requirements had been finalized for how staff could be armed on school grounds. They must have 24 hours of initial training and 8 hours of annual recertification training, which Vosselishin says is way under the law enforcement's 700 hours of police academy training.
Well, they could say that we could just make it the same rule as CCW, that you don't have to have any training, you don't have to have any knowledge of guns and no knowledge of the liabilities. At least there's something here that is giving them some training and some understanding and requiring them to actually shoot the gun.
He says superintendents in his district have said if they decide to let staff arm themselves, they must take additional training.
Maybe even training with our people and doing firearms qualifications with us on an annual basis and doing other training with us if they decide this is a path they want to go down.
Lawmakers added, in addition to House Bill 99, the governor created the Student Wellness and Success Fund, launching mental health programs and trained school professionals. Vosselishin says it's needed now more than ever.
Our society has dropped the ball when it comes to mental health and mental health recognition of people with mental health problems, recognizing and doing something about it. Because at every one of these bad situations, there are experts that night or the next day saying, oh yeah, Johnny had all these warning signs and we didn't help them.
Tatiana Cash, WTOL 11.